All right, guys, now I wanted to show you how to make a multi-view sketch. Remember, a multi-view sketch has to have both an isometric and a three-view, two-dimensional sketch. So you have to have your isometric sketch and you have to have your front, top, and right side. So remember, we're making this object, okay? We made it in 3D. We made our isometric sketch. Now, for a multi-view sketch, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take I cut it out with scissors. I'm going to take my isometric sketch and I'm just going to lay it on top here, on top of my two-dimensional grid paper. You'll see these grids are just straight up and down and side to side. So this is a two-dimensional grid paper or orthographic grid paper. And now I want to make my front, top, and right sides. Well, again, we talked about, remember, picking the front side last video is the side that has the most dimensions or is the longest. So for this case, it's really going to be everything that's here. This is going to be our front view. We're going to be looking this way at our front view. Now, that's going to be the most important view, so we're going to start there, and if you notice, again, really it's going to look like an upside-down T, everything that we're going to see from the front of this object here. So I'm going to pick an arbitrary spot down here in the corner, and again, for my front view, you're going to see that I'll pick, you can start at either corner. I'm going to start at this corner just because, and work my way from right to left. And so when I do that, remember this is 8 grids long. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my front view, remember, is just 2 dimensions. So we're going to start with a horizontal line that's 8 grids long. Now to add some height to it, we're going to be coming up, remember, 1 full cube length, which was 2 grids, 1, 2, from this corner. So come up, okay? And the same thing on the other side. Remember, we're making our front view only. Now, we wouldn't see again the line that goes back into the drawing there, but we would see this line. Remember, this is everything we'd see from the front. So I need to come in from this spot. I need to come in 2 grids, 1, 2. All right. And then I should be able to go up 1, 2. Remember, I'm just following along with really these lines. And I'll overlay it here so you can see it better, that this is everything from the front. Whoops. Hopefully you can follow along at home. All right, so we should see everything in purple there. So again, I'm at this corner now, so I'm going up 2 grids. I should go over 4. I should come down 2 grids, and then I should close it up. And that's everything from the front, all right? Now the second view that we're going to do is the top view, and top view is going to be everything we see here, here, and here. Remember, we're looking from a helicopter view down, so that should be looking down from here as the top view. So the thing again about multi-view sketches, and namely about the different views, is they're going to line up. So my front view here should line up with my top view, so I'm just going to follow along this grid line and pick a spot here and start my top view. Now, if we look here, my top view, I'm going to start at this point and work my way over. We should come in 2 grids, 1, 2. And then I kind of get to this funny part that I can't really see. Remember, we're looking from the top down. So if I look at it from this perspective, right, we would see this cube. So I'm going to go ahead and draw that cube, which lines up with this view. Then we would see a rectangle next to it, which is this portion that's raised up. So I'm going to draw a rectangle. But remember, it's not a square, so it's going to go a little bit further. And the last thing we should see is this view, which is another square. Now again, you'll notice how everything lines up with my front view. Even these do right here. Okay? So top view needs to be above the front view. Now the last one is the right side view. So I'm going to move to the right, and I'm going to try to go about the same distance away. And I'll start right here. Now we're looking at the right side view, so we would see this, and we would see this. And we're kind of looking at it from this perspective, which is going to be hard for me to balance, but I think it might work. So that's going to be from the right side view. So we're really going to see 2 squares stacked on top of each other, if you will. So if I start here, I'm drawing the right side view, so I have a square. And then I've got this other square that's set back a little bit, but from the right side view, we would just see it like 2 squares stacked on top of each other. and that's the right side. All right, so now we've got our multi-view sketch. This is a full multi-view sketch with a isometric and front, top, and right side views laid out. So that's how you do it, guys. Hopefully this helps a little bit and gives you a little bit more understanding of how to make multi-view sketches.